Hey guys, this is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, I thought I'd do a response to several emails I got the other day. I think it was like 4 or 5. They were all pretty much talking about the same thing. We got a lot of people out there who collect a lot of sports memorabilia, a lot of sports, videos, games from the 70s and 80s and late 60s and early sports stuff. And had some of these guys were asking me, they wanted to start transferring their stuff to ProRes. They wanted to start recording it to ProRes and recording it to like SD cards to be able to take it into editing and use it for other mastering sources and that type of thing. I get a lot of people who ask me this. Okay, so we're going to talk about if you got video collections and you've already did them to DVD. All right. First of all, if you did them in high bit or high bit quality DVD, not the SP mode, but the high HQ mode. Okay, that's the high bit mode for DVD. Okay, all the stuff I did on a lot of my mastering, I don't have too many of these, but I have some DVD masters that I did do in HQ quality, and so here's what I do. All right, I'm playing a WGN master that I had for quite a while. This is from 1973, and it talks about the station overview and that type of thing. And I did this on an HQ DVD master a while back. I originally received the tape on a VHS a long time ago, and that's pretty much all you ever going to get. TV stations don't really give you broadcast masters. They, if you're a collector, they only give you like a VHS or a DVD. And well, back then it was only on VHS. They gave me a VHS, and I mastered it to an HQ DVD. Well, now I am making a ProRes master to an SD card, because I'm going to start getting a lot of my masters to SD to do, video production work and editing and remastering them to I most likely will go to M-Disc, permanent burn disc, after I remaster a lot of my master recordings. But if you have DVD masters and they're in a good bit file like HQ, not really the SP, but even if they are an SP, in my setup, I basically do the same thing. I take my DVD or Blu-ray player, which this is a Blu-ray DVD player, and go directly into my studio broadcast rack, and then there I could recorrect everything through time base and color correction and stability and everything else. The time base corrector will still correct a lot of the image, even though it's a digital source. So even though it's a digital source, or even if it's a tape digital source, like I said, I run everything through my rack, no regards to what it is. But if you're going to be making SD cards or SD ProRes masters, like I told you on these Video Assist or the Blackmagic, Hyperdeck, whatever, and you're going to be pulling it off of various digital sources such as DVD or Blu-ray, I suggest doing it my way. I take it through my studio rack, where I'm able to do adjustments and check the signal, just like I would with any other tape format. And I could even correct the audio and the color corrections with the time-based corrector. In the past, if you just made a DVD, you're just copying it from a tape to a DVD. If you take it into a studio environment like this, you're able to correct it to a point and actually make it look even better. It is a digital source from DVD. A lot of people say you can't do that much with it. Actually, you can. When you're in a studio environment like this, you can, especially with the TBC that I have, you can actually do a lot of color corrections. And I got noise removal in there, and I could do audio adjustments. And then I could go right into a Video Assist SD card such as this, or a PC recording, and record it to a card that I can actually take in to a digital environment for other mastering. I'm trying to get away from a lot of DVDs and stuff. I'm getting away from anything that's really on DVD hard disk. And all my masters, either they're on master broadcast tapes or whatever they are, I'm trying to get certain parts of my collection that's very rare to solid state drive cards or SD cards, because then, like I said, when I take them into pro editing and stuff like that, very soon I'm going to start working on my collection to like an M-Disc master, which is a permanent burn disc, or hopefully we'll come out with something else that's a really good safety format that I can actually master all my masters from solid state cards or SD cards and get them to another master recording setting. Like I said, I'm trying to get everything off of DVD, and anything I have that's on master tapes or tape files. Like I said, guys, it's starting to get up in years, and these are not really good ways to keep your television collections, whatever you might have. And like I said, I've got an awful lot of stuff I've been sifting through in my collection right here, and so I'm trying to get all this stuff to solid state cards or SD cards. And once I can do that, I can take it into a different environment in editing and do whatever I want to do with it. But DVDs don't last forever, guys. They only have like a 10-year lifespan. It's only a chemical dye. It's not a great way to have a master recording. So, like I said, I'm getting to the point where I just got to make backups to really solid masters so I can do something else with it. But if you have DVDs, and you did them years ago, and you had hockey games, baseball games, whatever. I mean, this is really the best way to do it, is to take that DVD, Blu-ray player and play those discs and go into a studio environment like this. Have your time-based correction, do your color corrections, have the noise removal, remove noise out of the video. You can check your signals to make sure they're great on the scope. You can make a bunch of adjustments that you couldn't do back when you made a DVD copy from like a VHS or whatever somebody might have given you. So I hope that answers your question, guys. I'm taking everything into my studio realm of professional video, especially my own collection, and running everything to solid state drive cards or SD cards with these video assist. Trying to get rid of DVDs and VHSs and anything I would have mastered in the 90s, which the only sources I would have gotten from TV stations or collections, if they gave it to me on a DVD. You can only do whatever somebody gave it to you on. A lot of TV stations back in the 90s would only give you a recording on VHS, such as WGN and Channel 32 in Chicago. So that's really, a lot of times, that's the only master you got to work with. TV stations nowadays do not give you anything. If you call for a request on a program, they don't give you a copy on a digital file at all. It's like it's not allowed anymore. So I was kind of lucky back in the 90s. I did get several things from Chicago Television. So now we're going to take it from the original sources I got into my television studio and master them to an SD card or digital card source for safekeeping, and then I can go into editing or production editing for remastering to whatever I take it to from that point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.